going to discuss some property of whole number for multiplication. So let's start with the first property, that is the closure property. So closure property, clear? I have discussed this for addition, for subtraction, and now I am going to discuss this for multiplication. Clear? So closure property, according to this property, if x and y are two whole numbers, then the answer will also be a whole number. Clear? So like x is 2 and y is 3. So x into y means what? X into y means 2 into 3, and this is equal to 6. So 2 is also whole number, 3 is also whole number, and 6 is also a whole number. Clear? Now let's discuss the another property, that is the commutative property. Clear? So according to the commutative property, x into y is equal to y into x. Clear? What I have done here, I have changed the order. So in commutative property, if we change the order of the number, we get the same answer. Clear? So like if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, then 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. In both the side you get what? Same answer, that is the 6. So LHS is equal to what? RHS. Clear? So this all is about the commutative property. Now the next property I am going to discuss is the associative property. I have discussed the associative property for addition, for subtraction, and now I am going to discuss this for multiplication. Clear? Associative property. Okay. So according to this associative property, if three whole numbers are x, y and z, and if we change the order of the number, then also the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. Clear? So like x into y, clear, into z, this is equal to x into y and then into z. Okay. So if x is what? 2, y is 3, and z is equal to what? 5. Clear? So then let's check that whether this is equal, means LHS is equal to the RHS or not. This one is LHS and this part is what? RHS. Clear? So let's solve it. LHS first. So according to this, x is what? 2. So 2 into, inside the bracket, 3 into 5 is equal to, then inside the bracket what? Not x, x is the value of x is what here? The value of x is 2. So 2 into 3 and then into what? 5. Clear? So now first solve the left hand side, means LHS. So this will be equal to what? 2 into 50, and this is equal to what? 30. Clear? Now next solve it RHS. Clear? So according to RHS, x into y, means inside the bracket you have to write 2 into 3, and then outside you have to write what? 5. So 3 to the 6, and 6 into 5, and this is equal to what? 30. So we can say that LHS, LHS is equal to RHS. So according to the associative property, if we change the order of the number, the RHS and LHS are what? Equal. Clear? Now the next property that I am going to discuss is the what? Distributive property. Clear? Distributive property. I have done for addition, I have done for subtraction, and now I am going to do this one for multiplication. Clear? Distributive property. Distributive property. Okay. So for distributive property, three whole numbers are x, y and z. Then let's find out whether this RHS is equal to LHS or not. So if like x into y plus z, and so this will be equal to what? Xy plus xz. Students, I am writing Z like this so that while doing the process, you don't get confused between the 2 and Z. Clear? So now if X is equal to what here? If X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 3 and Z is equal to what? 5. Then solve it. Again take this one is what? This side is LHS and this side is what? RHS. So first let's solve LHS. Clear? So X into X means what? 2 and inside the bracket what? 3 plus 5. Clear? Solve it. So 2 into 3 plus 5 is what? 3 plus 5 is 8 and this is equal to 16. Clear? Now let's see what about this RHS, whether we get the same answer or not. So XY means what? 2 into 3 plus 2 into 5. Clear? So 2 into 3 is what? 6 plus 5 to 10 and this is equal to 16. Means we can say that LHS is equal to the RHS. This is about what? Distributive property. Now next is the existence of identity. Clear? So existence of identity means when 0 is multiplied with any whole number, then the answer is what? 0. Clear? Now next is the multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means what? You know that when we multiply 0 with any number, the answer is what? 0. Clear? So now next is the multiplicative inverse. According to the multiplicative inverse, then if X is a whole number, then its multiplicative inverse will be what? 1 by X. Clear? If X is a whole number, then its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by X. And this 1 by X will also be a whole number. But this 1 by X will be a whole number when the value of X is 1. Clear? If the value of X is other than 1, then it will not be a whole number. Clear? So for example, like if the value of X is 1, then its multiplicative inverse will be what? 1 by 1 means the answer is what? 1. And this 1 is what? This 1 is a whole number. Clear? But if the value of X is 2, then its multiplicative inverse will be what? 1 by 2. And what? 1 by 2. Can you say that 1 by 2 is a whole number? No, 1 by 2 is not a whole number. Clear? This is what? This is not 1 by 2, not a whole number. Clear? So multiplicative inverse is possible when and only when the value of X is 1. If value of X is not 1, then 1 by X, 1 by that number will not be a whole number. Clear?